pests in your garden are slugs and snails. To be honest, they're pretty impossible to get rid of completely, but there are a few things you can do to avoid slug damage. You might want to consider putting in some different plants, or if you're starting afresh, these are a few things to look out for. They hate waxy plants. Something like this Virginia here has really tough, thick, waxy leaves, which the slugs won't find tasty at all. They'll find it hard to chomp their way through, so they'll pretty much leave this alone. The other thing they hate is really strongly smelling plants, so anything aromatic like a lavender, maybe a sage, a catmint, anything that's got a really strong smell. They get really irritated by hairy or sharp things. So something like this exceptionally hairy salvia are a really good bet, but anything that's silver-leaved and has got obvious hairs on it is another good choice. In the same way, you can add rings of sharp or spiky or textured things around your favourite plants. It does the same job as the hairs, it irritates the slugs, they won't want to cross it. So some people use gravel or pea shingle, some people use coffee grounds, that's partly the smell and partly the texture. Some people use crushed eggshells. You can even go out and hand pick them with a torch at night. It's a good way to spot them. There's a huge array of products at your local garden centre, testament to just what a big problem they really are. But a lot of these are chemical and are pretty poisonous, not just to the slugs but to other animals too, and are best avoided if you can. If you're interested in a more organic approach, there's still plenty to choose from. There are expanded wool pellets. In addition to that, there are things like good old copper tape. This is actually one of my favourites. I find it really successful in my garden. All you need to do is put a simple ring of the copper around your favourite plants, and it will mean that the slugs and snails will get a mini electric shock when they try and cross it. So they'll tend to leave your favourite plants alone.
For some people, wasps are a real problem. As well as the usual sprays and powders, consider using a pretty wasp trap, or maybe even a fake wasp's nest. It might sound a bit odd, but it really